Okay, we're going to check the pressure going to our gas valve. Okay, this is the inlet. Okay, this is the manifold that feeds the burners. Okay, on the inlet side, okay, they're going to give you a minimum and a maximum pressure. Okay, got it hooked to our gauge here. If you look at the specs right here, okay, it shows you that, let's see if we can find it on here. Okay, you have, if you can see it, it's right here. You have, okay, 10.5 pounds is the maximum. Okay, 4.5 is the minimum. 4.5. It's not pounds. It's actually the whole thing is less than a pound. Okay, this is in water column. Okay, so 4.5 to 10.5. Now for the manifold side, okay, see right here, 3.5. Okay, so we're looking at for our inlet, we're looking at 4.5 to 10.5. Okay, now that's steady pressure with the heater running, with the heater on. Okay, so what we did, we pulled this, so 1/8 pipe fitting, we pulled it out, and it's just a it's an Allen wrench. Okay, took a regular Allen wrench and we pulled the fitting. Like I said, it's a 1/8 pipe. Okay, and then we put this 1/8 pipe to tubing fitting, and depending on what size your manometer is, what size tubing you need. Manometer, whatever you call it. Okay, so it'll cost you to have a serviceman out come to check your valve. It'll cost you $50 minimum. Okay, to hook up the meter and tell you how much gas you got. Okay, you can buy this whole meter for that price or less. And like I said, I'll put a link. Okay, so the first pressure, like I said, this is the inlet pressure. Okay, we're looking at 4.5 to 10.5. Okay, inches of mercury, or columns of water, I think it's called, not inches of mercury. Okay, and then this side is 3.5. This is the manifold going to your heat. So to check that, we got to come over here. You can see I got to pull this plug right here. I got to pull that plug to check this side. So right now we're just checking the inlet pressure. Now to adjust it, there's a plastic screw back here. Let me see what my screwdriver is. It's a plastic screw to adjust the pressure here. Now the pressure here, it has to be adjusted by the gas company at the gas meter. Okay. So let's make sure everything's connected. All right. I'm going to turn on the gas. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, there we go. Now the gas is on, and we have, let's see, a little over 8 1/4, or 8.5. Yeah, almost 8.5. Okay, so that's plenty of pressure. So we're good there. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to turn your electricity off, and you want to turn the gas off. All right. So our inlet pressure is good. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it back together. We're going to put the plug back in here, and we're going to pull this back one, And we're going to check. We should have 3.5 coming out the back. That's with the gas meter running, with the heater running. This is where the pressure is regulated for your inlet side of your furnace. This is the regulator right here. Okay. If the pressure would have been more than 10.5, the water column has been that much, been quite a bit more, I'd have called the gas company out and they can adjust that regulator. Okay, the only thing you can adjust is for your manifold. They probably pull this cap and turn it, but I wouldn't do it. I'll let the gas company do it. Don't mess with it. Okay. Okay, we have the plug pulled out the other side. Replace this plug and we tighten it up tight. Got the little plug out and we got our fitting in here. We got our hose connected. And we're coming down to our gauge. Now what we want is 3.5. That's not the blue port, that's the outside of the gauge. The outside port. Okay, the heater has to be running. Okay. And there's a little flat plug that we pull out of here, right back here. And there's a plastic piece in there that you can adjust. Tighten it up, it gets, goes up, back it off, it goes down. That's a little plug we pull. Okay. What we're going to do now is start up the heater and adjust it. See what kind of pressure we got. Too much pressure. Way up. Okay, we're going to come down. Okay, we're coming down on it. We want 4 right there. Right there. We had too much pressure. Exactly. And it's burning good now. Switch back in. And go from there. Okay, we ended up with a bad limit switch, which wasn't shutting off. See how this is all burnt? And we had too much gas pressure. And also the filter was totally dirty. So it's causing it to blow back. Okay? And overheat everything. That limit switch is for 270. 270 degrees it'll kick off. Now you see we're not even close. That's the inside. Inside 253. That's at the top. It's hard to get a reading all the way to the limit switch. Okay, she's burning good now. Got a dirty filter, a bad limit switch, and too much manifold pressure. We adjusted the pressure, cleaned the filter, and changed the limit switch. Finally, we got this heater working. So, I'd recommend that you get a service man out to do your heater. I did the do-it-yourself thing. I'm not a technician, and I'm just learning as I'm going, talking to people. As you can see, this is all burnt. The whole top is burnt. And that's from the limit switch, not kicking it off. The dirty filter, which was not letting the air flow. Too much gas pressure on the manifold, but not too much gas. So we got it down to 3.5. My meter says H2O. So what I'll do is I'll put a link to where you can get the meter. I bought the meter because when I did my generator, I needed somebody to get my read my the inches, the water column, inches of water column, and electrician, not electrician, air conditioning man wanted $50 just to give me the reading. So I put the gauge, and this is like the third time I've used the gauge. So I got my $50 out of it. It's an H2O gauge. It's not fancy like a digital meter that air conditioning people use, but it's accurate, as far as I can tell. But it's burning good now. So that was the problem. So I would definitely recommend getting your getting a serviceman to come out and see what we're up to. 117. Like I said, this is this time. The inside, like I said, the switch is a yellow switch, and the switch is good for it kicks off at 270. Alright, and it doesn't automatic, it's a manual switch, so you have to come back and press the reset. So, the old limit switch wasn't shutting off at all. And that's why everything's burnt. Change your filter. Make sure you got the right gas pressure. And call a serviceman. I'll save a few dollars, but you call yourself a serviceman, and you know it's right. I'm not a technician or a serviceman, you can tell. So that's how we do it here. Do it yourself. Gas heater repair. Oh, another thing I want to say: this gas heater is not inside my house. Okay, so it's not like I'm getting carbon dioxide fumes in my house or a basement or something like that. This thing is outside. You can see my house there. The house is way over here. Okay. So this is totally outside. It's ducked in right here. So it could catch on fire, I guess, but it's not as bad as as if it was in my basement or in my house. So that's what we do here. Do-it-yourself gas repair. Call a technician, people. Thanks for watching.